Hello, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Johnny Baghead. As always, things might look a little different. So, this kind of came to me randomly, but I've been thinking about it for a while, and at some point, I plan on revisiting the Gran Turismo series, specifically all the games I missed. But I actually did play Gran Turismo 2 back in the day. I have a copy right here, though. Sadly, this is actually not my childhood copy. I guess I sold it at some point, but I did rebuy one. But when we did the PlayStation grab bag a while back, where we looked at some racing games and we loaded up the save file I had for Gran Turismo 2. I'll be honest, like, nothing about the save file really came back to me memory-wise. I knew I had done all the license tests because I remembered that I remember grinding through them to unlock all the tracks in the arcade mode. But, like, everything else in terms of game progress and... Hang on. But yeah, everything else in terms of game progress, what cars were in my garage, things like that, just, I had not remembered any of it. It was basically, if it turns out that this is actually a save file that someone else had played, but on a memory card of mine, because again, this is my original memory card, this isn't like the save came from a memory card I brought online, I'd believe you, but I have no memory of asking someone else to play the game for me. So I just really don't know what happened. But when I was tinkering with it again, I realized, you know what? I should check if I had actually finished the game. And I haven't. I had made a decent amount of progress. Again, progress that I have no memory of making. But I haven't actually beat the game. And I thought, you know what? So what if it took me 24 years? I should actually beat it. And it'll be fun prep for when we eventually do get to the PlayStation 2 games. And also, I played a bit off stream, kind of to prep, get used to things. And based on my driving ability, the amount of times I end up spinning out, I thought I should put on a jacket with protection. I'm all padded up. I'm probably not going to end up wearing this very long. No, it is very hot. This is literally, legitimately a full motorcycle jacket. It's got all the padding and everything. Oh yeah, welcome to the stream, Jordan. Oh, you got the greatest hits that came in the PS1? Hell yeah. It's a great package. But here, let's swap over to the game here. Here we are. Let me look at these audio levels. I think I have to go down a bit. There we go. Alright. So... Oh, Demon Spirit has some advice. Just remember one thing. If you see an endurance test and it says 24 hours, it isn't referring to in-game time. Yeah, it's real time. Luckily, there's no actual 24-hour races in this game. And yeah, no, it's a... Thank you for catching the stream, Joel. It's good to see you back. Oh, I didn't press start in time. Okay. Okay, hang on. So, I mention it in various places, but we are playing on real hardware. Here's my controller. Woo! So we are going to have to deal with low times. And... we can't save state to kind of get around, like cheese championships or anything like that. We are going to have to do this legitimately. Hang on a sec. What is going on? Oh god, I might have to take this jacket off quite sharpish because it is pushing my headphones off my bag head. Alright, but first... Okay, we'll go over the save file. We'll see how things are doing here. Here we go, we're on day 215. So I did play a lot of this. And here's my progress. Average win ratio, that sounds about right. 34%. Though interesting, my average ranking is somewhere between like 2nd and 3rd place. So at least it wasn't too bad. You can see my license test though, I like never got gold. I only went for like bare completion. But a decent amount of money. Mainly I've got a bit of money just because I've been playing off stream, kind of getting more accustomed to it. But yeah, like, this is a very weird garage, and I don't really know what's up with the cars that are in here. Everything from here below is what was on the original save. So the Tom's T111 here. This was in the original save file. I imagine a lot of these were prize cars from specific races. Because I do remember, and we'll quickly look at it, I do remember what tended to be my starter car, and I've been trying to think about this. I'm trying to think, okay, why was I always picking this as my starter car? And I think it's because it might have been... I believe there was a GT mode demo for this game that I had, and I think it might have been like one of the few cars available. But we do have some decent stuff here, especially for the part of the game I'm at. All these racing modified ones. But we're at the point where pretty much like, the cars I'm going to be using are all going to be 500 horsepower or more. From what I understand, the Escudo Pikes Peak here, even though it's like made for Pikes Peak, can kind of just beat the game for you. But we might not do that unless we're really struggling. But the rest of the stuff down here, this is all... Okay, these 5 are from races I've won recently. This is one I brought just because I kind of wanted to go through the racing modification system again, just to see how it is, though I have used it to win like a lower end race, which was where I got the Mugen beat here. Oh, hang on, I'll read that Demon Spirit. So you did endurance race on the first one, and then on Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec. The version on 3, though, I did with someone else, and we did it in shifts, yeah. I did the main chunk, and they went to sleep. I stayed multiple laps ahead all night, and they came down after sleep. I mean, that's how legitimate 24 Hours of Le Mans works. Like, it is a team. It's not just one guy. That's, like, typically how most endurance races that get into, like, 24-hour periods are done. But we do have, like, a decent selection of cars here. I'm not sure how many of these we'll be using. I believe this one I won for doing one of the special GT championships. Yes. But also, I love we've got this, which is like slightly different than the other car that I'm using right now. This is the Mazda RX-7 LM edition, and then this is the RX-7 GTC LM edition. And I could not... Look, I'm not a car person. I couldn't tell you the difference between cars and all this stuff. But there you go. Oh, no, that's not the map. Yeah, I don't know what level of endurance races I could do IRL. We'll come to that more when we get to the later games in the series. I've got some stuff to prep for that, though. But yeah, a lot of the time when I used to play this game, I think it was this car that I used to buy. Maybe, yeah, I think it was this one. It was definitely a Supra. I don't know. Oh, you know what? It was probably this Supra. Yeah, it was this white Supra. I don't know why. Just, it was always the one I kind of went to. And I don't even have it on this save file. I don't know why. I would have thought I would have kept it. Of course, yeah, we've got this. I believe this is the one I might have brace modded. But I actually don't know if we will end up having to buy any cars. I might be quite good on car selection, actually. But yeah, let's get out of here. So, I could be wrong about this, and I probably should have looked up online to double check. But I believe to like finish this game, I believe I have to beat the World Championships here, the Gran Turismo World League. But maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think that's the case. I don't think I have to beat anything in the special event or endurance league. But this will give you an idea of what I have. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. This will give you a rough idea of what I have done. And again, I don't remember doing any of these. This is the one I did recently, was the 300 here. Just because I wanted to get one of the prize cars from here. But yeah, like, I have no memory of doing that. Or, yeah, the Grand Touring race down there. This one I also did do recently. And then also, in the dirt events, these I probably would have done some of them. Like this one here. The Pikes Peaks ones was me playing recently, though. Just because I wanted to mess with that course. And then in the endurance side, I especially don't remember this. Apparently, I did do one of the endurance races and won. But I do not remember doing this. But there we go. And it's not very likely I'll do any of these on the stream. Unless it's just like we somehow end up with a lot of extra time left over. Okay, no, that's the wrong screen. But yeah. This is the car I have been using kind of around this level. Though we will have to do some car swapping here. So, to do the World Championship, and I'll show what happens here. You have to do all regional, which I believe is these. I'm hoping it is not also... Well, these I've already done, so we're good on that. So I think it's these, and as you can see, I do have 2 of them that I did not get first place in, so I guess it doesn't count. So first we have Grand Valley here. And yeah, we're going to do it in the Mazda RX-7 here. But let's go for it. Woo! And oh yeah, got to turn analog on. I think because this is like a racing tuned car, I don't think there's anything I really have to do with the the settings to change. But when it comes to all the like really specific stuff around like old tires and what suspension kits and things to use like that, I'm completely mystified. We'll just have to play it by ear and see. But I am kind of surprised with the progress this save file has, because as much as I played this game as a youngin', I was not good at it, like at all. I don't think I ever got the concept of racing lines. I never really picked up on like, you know, like, oh, you need to brake for corners and like how to brake for corners and things like that. Oh. Yep. Okay, not too bad. I knew it was going to happen. But we didn't actually spin, so... But, you know, you have to think about, like, how... Even I believe stuff like this is referred to as simcade, because it's not entirely... It's not the hardcore end of simulation, it's still kind of in between. simulation and arcade feeling, but it was a very new thing at the time. Like, there'd been some attempts before the first Gran Turismo in '97, but Gran Turismo 1 and 2 were really like the first proper attempts at it. And yeah, it was definitely a weird concept to get your head around. Also, the thing I do remember, and I don't know why I played like this, because I did have an analog controller, but I used to play the D-pads for some reason. I found that easier. I guess maybe at the time it was like easier for me to control doing, like, instead of controlling an analog stick and doing like subtlety with it, it was easier to just kind of tap to do like smaller turns and things like that. That's kind of how the D-pad works, is that instead of, it doesn't obviously turn you like full direction one way or the other when you press it. It kind of like turns over time. So to just do small turns, you kind of just press it for less time. Okay, that was a decent corner. I'm kind of surprised when I was playing this before I decided, oh, you know what, we should beat this on the stream. I'm surprised I did get second place in this. I must have just fucked up like right near the end. Especially with this car, because this car, speaking of fucking up, has like really good acceleration. Like, even if other cars are racing like a lot better than me, you catch up like so quick. I will say, however, because I know this already, when we get to the North American League, is it has a different horsepower limit, so we actually can't use this car for that, and I only really have one car, I think, that is competitive for that league. And it's a car that I did remember being really hard to control, because I think it's used in one of the license tests, and yeah, I spin out a lot in it. Oh, there we go. That's fine. We can ride the wall a little bit. But yeah, no, I'm very out the loop when it comes to car culture stuff. So like, I've never driven a real car, done any tests, anything like that. Like, the closest I've ever gotten to anything like that is go-karting. And I think I might have done like quad bikes at some point, ATVs, but I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure I did. I think I went to someone's birthday party where they had a place where you could rent. Oh, that's a terrible. Okay, this is probably why I lost. I broke way too late for that. Yeah, I'm not surprised I spun out there. But yeah, like, when it comes to any sort of a car affinity, it's pretty much just like, was it in this video game that I liked? Like, was it kind of like the marquee car or something like that? Oh, okay. Not too bad. We can make this up. But when it comes to racing games, I tend not to go like full sim either. I do like the more kind of in-between simulation and arcade. And, you know, I will play with driving lines on if they have them. Because I'm not the best at reading racing lines and braking lines unless I've like practiced. And you can see even this track, which I have played offline quite a bit recently, I am not practiced that much, so I am messing up a bit. You know, at the end of the day, it's all about having fun. And yeah, I've not like messed with the license test to kind of relearn anything, because I know some of them do help you with stuff like that. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. Not too bad. Yeah. Oh, Demon Spirit says, to begin with, I just bounced off the side of other cars that go around the outside. Yes. Yep. Yeah, you Forza'd it. I'm aware that that's known as Forza'ing because, especially once they did the whole drive-atar thing, it's very common for players to do that. And once they started doing like player-based AI, so many of the player-based AI were just using other cars to take corners. Oh, a new car. Let's go see what we got. Who knows? It might be better than the Dodge Viper, which I think I'll have to use for the next race here, which is one that I'm regretting. Well, not regretting. What's the word? Dreading. That's it. I'm dreading. Okay. Yep, we got a Laguna Seca at Oh, this was way, yeah, this was way before Forza Demon Spirit. Forza Motorsport 1 was 2005 for the original Xbox. So as you can see, yeah, we have to go at below 542 for this one. Now I'm curious if any of the cars I've won recently are in that spec. What have we got here? Oh no, not this one. This is way above that. Still, nifty little car. Okay, let's look at this one. Okay, that would work, but it's a bit under. Ideally, we want something just above 500, I think. No, that's too high, I believe. Yeah, we want 542. Yeah, definitely not that. Yeah, a lot of these cars are like just gonna be used for the the GT World series, and yeah, I'm just going to show it. But yeah, no, this is fucking almost 1,000. And then I've got a lot of these like weird lower end cars. Oh yeah. I'm sure people were doing the whole like ramming into other cars sideways to take corners thing before. I think just with like the online presence of Forza and that driver tough thing, yeah. See, this is the car that I think I'm gonna have to use. Which I might check and see if it has a racing modification. But it's the only one I think I have that is above 500 but below 542. And obviously, yeah, these are low end ones. Let's just check this last Mazda. Yeah, that's way too under. Okay. But yeah, I don't know if it is something specific to the way these cars are. I can see it's front engine rear drive, so maybe that's why I have more trouble with it. There we go. So let me have a look and see if this does have a racing modification. Okay, no, that's not. Is it West City we want? This stuff is a little annoying to go back to. Nope, it's going to be South City, I think. Having to, like, find the exact dealership. Yeah, here we go. To get all this stuff. Oh, hell, look at that, we do. We do have a racing modification. No, let's go with blue. I have the money for it, so the work has been carried out. Now, I'm pretty sure this doesn't change the performance that much, if anything, but let's have a quick look. Yeah. Okay. We're all good there. Alright, Laguna Seca time. I was doing this race as part of like the special league recently, and the only thing is like, even if you try and take it slow, a lot of the time the AI don't. The AI do not take it, like, slow and careful. And will sometimes just ram you if you try and take it too slow. They'll just come up behind you and just fucking rear end you. It's really annoying. But yeah, I don't see... From what I understand, Super Soft are the ones with the best grips. So I don't think I could swap out tires to make this car spin out less. So this one might take a couple of tries. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, hey, I'm not judging. I'll ram too. I'll use them to take a corner faster than I should sometimes as well. Especially the ones, you know, because sometimes the AI can be assholes themselves. See, oh, that was close. The car was about to spin out there as well. I think this car doesn't like it if you drift it, and that's why it spins out a lot. Like, it really wants you to kind of brake and then take a corner. But sometimes if you do that, you can't take the corners as fast as the AI can. See? The AI's like, you took that way too slow. I'm like, fuck you, man. Plus, I do know, because I have gotten into watching kind of deep dive and, like, behind the scenes or just weird niche stuff about the Gran Turismo games. I know that Gran Turismo 2 has a lot of events. Oh god. Oh, okay. Hey, any downhill corkscrew that we can drive away from is a good one. But I know that there are some events in Gran Turismo 2 where, despite the power requirement limits for the race, that they'll put opponents that are way above the limits, and not only way above the limits, but way above what the actual car is capable of if you try and upgrade the stats. Okay. Also, I'm noticing one of the cars is like really far behind. I will mention, because this is the PAL version, the early release of the NTSC version has a bug where there's an issue with the car listing where higher spec cars show up in races when they're not supposed to. We don't have to worry about that here. That's only in that early NTSC release. Yep. Oh, I felt it. I know depending on the car, you can take that corner without braking, but that's not the time. But yeah, one of the license tests is to do that corner, and you can't like go off-road at all, from what I remember. And I remember that one taking me a long time back when I was little Johnny B. No, it's just a wee bag. I know in actual races there's no like corner cutting penalty system, so we're fine there. Oh, yeah. I feel it with this car. This car just... They really don't want you to drift it. But maybe it's just the way I drive. I don't know. Oh, there we go. That's fine. The thing I notice about, though, is that the cars I have seem to have really good acceleration compared to the AI ones. So even if I do not do these corners like as clean or as fast as kind of the AI can do them, especially this corner, sometimes the AI can do that corner so fast it boggles my mind. But we're able to get back up to... Oh god, oh no, don't do that. We're able to get back up to speed quick enough on Even short straights like this. Okay, no, that's a... Oh, I felt that. I was like, okay, I need to slow down or I'm... Oh, God, I've lost this. I think. Wait. Oh! Oh, fucking 0.001 second behind first place. He literally could not have been any closer. That's on me, though. I should have slowed down for that corner way earlier. Oh, people say the tutorial for driver is difficult. The tutorial for driver actually is not that difficult if you just read the manual and watch the demonstration. The difficulty is just that when you start it up, it doesn't tell you what to do because they expect you to read the manual and watch the demonstration. That's the only thing. It's just you don't know what to do. Once you know what to do, the actual requirements are quite easy. I know as well with license tests, I don't know if GT2 is one of them, but I know in the PS2 games you get the weirdness where the time requirements for licenses are different. A lot of the time they're like lower numbers. I don't know if that's like maybe a PAL conversion thing, that technically the clocks run at a slower speed, so they have to adjust for that. Though I have checked with this game, and as far as I can tell, the lap timers are running in normal speed. Like I set up my phone with a lap timer. I pressed it really close to like when a lap started, and I left it for like 10-15 minutes, and the timer like never desynced. So I'm pretty confident in saying that this is actually like the game speed difference is probably very minor. Oh. At the very least, the like actual lap timer. Look at that guy. He barely fucking put his brakes on. Oh, yeah, fuck you. Also broke, you put on the brakes really late, which that shocks me because like if you go at that that little like hill too quick, you can go in the air and then not be able to brake at all. That's fine. We took that corner okay. Also, we've already got 3 laps here. I imagine the World Championship is probably more laps. Oh, that was terrible. Okay, just... Okay, I think the secret to not spin out too much is to just not accelerate. Just correct. And don't worry about trying to go fast, because you lose more time having to turn around. Yeah, this is what I mean by like this car has like really good acceleration. Because even though I'm like a bit behind right now, you can see like, yeah, catching up is not too much trouble. And also, you know, we can slip stream. Get behind the cars and enjoy some better acceleration. Yeah. Okay, that's good. We'll take that. Okay. Look, even the AI like went off track there. And I think they might be in a similar car to mine. Hold on, let's get a little bit closer and look. Actually, is that the same car? Might not be the same car, but I think it is a Dodge as well. Oh. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. Okay, I just have to not take any risks, not brake too late on any corners now. Gets really tense when you're at these like final laps. There we go. I can't remember if you can set up analog gas pedal control in this game, like using the right analog stick. But I'm not using that. I'm just using face buttons. Oh, yep. It was gonna happen once. Fucking even the AI fucking lost it. Okay, we might still have a chance though. Like I said, this car has really good... Oh, okay. We're probably not now. But it does have really good acceleration. Nah. Fuck, I'm just going to finish and then we'll... Also, I'm probably going to take this jacket off because it is very hot. But I should have put my brakes on for the chicane way earlier. Okay, hang on. Oh. Oh god, this is going to be a pain to get off. Come on. Come on, one arm at a time. Oh, there we go. Oh. Like, listen, this has got like actual padding pin in it. Which admittedly I should have prepped for earlier. I believe you can actually unzip and like take that inner layer off. Oh, there we go. That's much more comfortable. Okay. Which also, yeah, we don't have a restart button. As far as I can tell, because replay actually just takes you to watch the replay. So, oh yeah, that's a lot better. I know this is doable. That's the annoying thing. I know I can do this. I just have to put everything together. But, you know, hopefully we can learn from our mistakes here. I should look up if the race modifications actually do change the handling. If they do, I'm not aware of it. Oh yeah, here's the Fatboy Slim song. But yeah, I think actually, like, despite what the horsepower for this car is, I think a lot of the cars that show up in this are actually maybe a little lower. Because again, when it comes to acceleration and top speed, this car seems a lot higher. But then when it comes to taking some of the really sharp turns, that's where it struggles. Oh yeah, this is the Fatboy Slim song. I don't think I even was aware that this game had licensed music when I was playing it as a young'un. Okay, we didn't stay on the track, but we made it. There we go. See, if you look at it right here, it looks like, oh, I should be fine. I'm able to get, like, at least, I think, a second ahead. Oh, that was terrible, though. Okay. Something I should also get a bit better at is I'm not really good at trying to block cars. I mean, really practice doing that. There we go. Definitely did not follow the racing line there, but we made it. That's the important thing. We did not spin out. And yeah, thankfully we won't have to use this car for the world tour. Okay, I think I could break maybe a little. Oh, look at that! Look at that! We almost stayed actually on the track there. I do have like a faux leather jacket that looks kind of like a racing jacket, but I have to be real with y'all. It does not currently fit me. I was sick a lot of the end of last year, early this year, so I need to slim down again. I have not been doing my indoor exercise stuff because I've got to deal with like a back and leg chronic pain issue, so I'm not someone who can go to a gym or like get out often. So I have to do some sort of indoor cardio or something to like. Oh god, you think you're hot shit, huh? Oh, I can take these corners without without being careful. Screw you. But you'll probably see that on stream at some point. Oh, okay. Well, I know what I'm going to do here. Jesus Christ. I was watching that guy. I was like, when are you going to brake? Oh! Why does that always happen right at the end? Some of that was even my fault. I was getting pushed there. I don't know if I could have stopped myself from spinning at that point. Okay. Can we recover this? No. Oh. We'll do that because it is quicker, and the extra, like the money's not actually going to help me right now, so yeah, that's a lot quicker to restart from. But yeah, there's a local charity place that I got that motorcycle jacket and also pants from that have all the padding and stuff, and it's not like I'm probably ever gonna learn to ride a bike or anything like that, but I was like, hey, these are cheap, they're in working quality, and it's just fun to have. They do take up a lot of room though, because they are so armored. Like, I feel like if I was ever worried about someone trying to beat me up in public, I would probably go out wearing that thing, because you would do more damage to yourself trying to punch someone wearing that jacket. That's fine, that's fine. I will talk about it while we're doing this, and I'm on like easy parts, so I can kind of talk while doing it. My history with the rest of the Gran Turismo, I don't know why, considering how much I played of Gran Turismo 2. Probably because I was just not very good at it, of the sim stuff. And as, you know, as newer games were coming out, they were only leaning into that more and more. Oh, yep, I failed it. I got fucking hit from behind. Okay, this is lap 1, so I don't mind the spin there, because we can recover from that. But someone fucking hit me. I don't know what the option should have been there. Maybe you should have just put on the brakes and not tried to steer out of it. But yeah, I just... Also, you know what? I don't think I ever played any demos for Gran Turismo 3 and 4. Now, granted, I didn't get a PlayStation 2 until sometime in 2003, I think. I don't have a lot to go on there, but the main thing is that I know it was after Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 would have come out, but before Underground. But late enough after Tony Hawk 4 that I didn't buy the PlayStation 2 version until a long time afterwards. That's the thing, like some of my memory of that is really vague, but I can kind of use the release schedules, and when I kind of swapped over from PS2 1 to PS2 to kind of gauge that. So by the time I got the PlayStation 2, Gran Turismo 3 had already been out for a few years, so it's not like you were getting newer demos for that. Though stuff like Gran Turismo Concept 2002, and that's fine. And no, it didn't come out in America, but it came out here. Gran Turismo 4 Prologue probably would have come out around the time I got the year I got the PlayStation 2. But at the time, I was way more into stuff like Burnout, Need for Speed Underground 2. Like that was what I wanted out of racing games. So the simulation stuff just like wasn't even considered. And again, I don't think there were ever any like demos with the official UK PS2 magazine, because that would have influenced me for sure. Oh yeah, there we go. See, that's the fast way to take that corner. I did let off the gas a little bit. Okay, final time we've got to do the chicane, hopefully. So let's, at least in this race. Okay, that's fine. Didn't spin. As long as I don't spin, I'll take it. Okay. And then these final two corners. That's okay. And then... Okay, that's... No! It's because I think I'm so paranoid about being overtaken right near the end. But I noticed with this car, like, when it goes off-road, it freaks out. It's so hard to stop it from spinning out. I don't know if a tyre change would help there. I don't know how specific the tyre simulation stuff is in this game. I know there is technically tyre wear. I don't think we have to worry about it in a 3-lap race, but I know there is technically tyre wear. So maybe that's why I'm having trouble. Like, maybe by the 3rd lap, doing, like, a turn that way is screwing me over. Oh, Demon Spirit, you didn't play GT4. Because you're on a car game. Like I said, yeah, I'm not really a car person, but I do like the more kind of arcadey, fun ones. And I did really get into Need for Speed Underground 2. Again, probably because I had a demo of it. Though, weirdly enough, have not played any other PS2 era Need for Speed games. That's something I also plan on fixing. So, like, you know, no Most Wanted, no Carbon, Hop Suit 2, like, none of that. I was very much, I think it was like Burnout, and that was pretty much it. But I'll have to go back on that and think. The problem is I can't, though I can look a bit, I can't go through all my save files because I'm missing a ton from that time. And I swear it's because I have a memory card that got lost. Oh, recovered. I felt it. I felt it. The car absolutely wanted to spin out there. And I was able to counter steer in time. Also, if I use any driving terminology wrong, yeah, I know. It's going to happen. There we go. That's the safe way to take that corner. But especially nowadays that racing games have been really rough, according to kind of people who cover, and that's like their main genre. And I've even experienced that some bit. I did get into the Forza Horizon games on Xbox 360. They kind of helped fill that niche of like, okay, most of the games now are just Sims, and I'm not into those. But this was like a happy middle. But but then unfortunately, man, none of the Forza Horizon sequels have been even close to as good as the original. I really don't understand what happened with that series, where like they made the first one and then all of the like all the game specific events they made and the progression like all got completely stripped out, and then they're just like, oh yeah, you could just take any car you want. You can beat the entire game and only use one car. There's absolutely no horsepower limits or manufacturer limits or region of origin limits, like nothing. You don't have to do like any car shopping, any modding, like nothing. And it might be a hot take because I see people who seem to like Forza Horizon 3 over 4, but I think Forza Horizon 4 kind of started to go back to that because it did have the it had like oh, I forgot what the term was, but they had it categorized where there was like different racing SKUs you could go towards. So it's like, okay, these are street races, these are track races, these are rally, stuff like that. So you were actually forced to like, okay, I actually do need to buy cars. Though again, the cars it would still automatically set the opponents based on the car you entered with. So again, you could just buy one car and you would never have to tune it to beat requirements. Outside of if you wanted to like do the like the little open world things, like the speed checks and jumps and things like that. Plus, they had the story, the car like the mission stories, where they would lock you into one specific car. Like there was a delivery company, there was one where you were delivering fast cars, things like that. There we go. Talking actually helped a bit, and I like that stuff. But I kind of want to go back and play 3 because I actually don't remember a lot of it. In fact, I accidentally brought a second copy of it, thinking I hadn't played it yet. But yeah, whew, we did it, finally. New car! There we go, we'll save that now. And finally, we can try the World Championship. I think, hopefully, I've got all the requirements for it now. I mean, we don't have to do any license tests because I did all those like fucking 20 years ago, so we're good there. Last corner lap nerves. You just have to look at the map and yeah. Honestly, talking it helped a bit because it made me not look at it as the final corner. It just made me go like, oh yeah, this is this corner. Okay, let's look at what car we got. I do have it bookmarked. I did find a site that tells you like, oh yeah, this is what each event gives you car-wise, but I don't have that on me right now, and that's fine. I don't need it on me right now. Oh, a drag car. Okay. Oh, look at the stats on this bad boy. Should I use this? Is it actually going to be any good for the World Championship? It is a rear-wheel drive again, though. Which I maybe don't want. Okay, so that's 670. Let me just look at the stats here. Okay, not that one. See, this is the one annoying thing of coming back to Gran Turismo 1 and 2. You're having to like manually go in and check all these. Okay, I know not this. Okay, that's lower. I think currently not including the drag car. Okay, so that's 670. I'm just trying to remember. I keep that in my head. That's 670. Okay, this is also 670. Oh, this is even higher. Okay, let's change into this one for now so I remember. And I know that's higher. And that was the ones we were just using. Okay, we'll stick with the Capital Supra right now. And if it looks like, okay, no, I want a car with, like, 900 plus horsepower, we'll swap to the Drag or the Escudo. Oh, Demon Sphere, I won't lie, I've been trying to time my messages around before the race. Yeah, hey, whatever works. Okay. Oh, let's have a go and see. I mean, I'll know pretty quickly if, like, the specs they want for these is way higher than this car. Because I'll start losing, like, very quickly. Oh, great. Okay, so we've got Trial Mountain, Laguna Seca again, Apricot Hill, the Rome City Call, and Midfield Raceway. And at least, because this is a multi-race championship, so I'll say this from the beginning, because I know this funny enough, because I done one of these off-stream, is you cannot retry mid-championship. So, though we can retry the first race to get, like, the best position, once we're past that, you cannot, like, retry just that race. You have to do the whole championship from the beginning. So, I should have said this at the start, preface the stream. I actually do not know if I'm going to be able to do this today. I don't know how long this is going to take me. When I did the GT 300, that did take me quite a long time to do. But hopefully I've improved this week from doing that. So hopefully it might not even take that long. So we'll see. Just getting all comfy, loosey-goosey. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm thinking, considering the cars that I happen to have, I don't think I'll have to go and buy a new car. Okay, okay, granted, these are some really high level cars, I think. So there is a chance that we will have to change cars. So let's just try a lap here and see how we do. Oh, okay. Well, that was bad, but... Admittedly, I've not done this course in a long time on this game. This actually has not come up in any of the races I did this week to kind of like get used to this game. Or... Actually, maybe it did, but it was like a different version? Okay, no, it was a different layout. Is there different layouts of Trial 1? Maybe I did do this, and I'm just forgetting. Okay, I am thinking that we're probably going to need to use a different car. But I'm gonna at least do this lap. Just to kind of learn the course a bit. And who knows? Maybe we will. Oh, yep. If you're if you're ballsy, you can cut the corners there. Yeah. Though, with messing around with Gran Turismo 3, I have played the course there. That's probably the most recent time I played it. Okay, let me see. Because the thing is, I'm looking, it does look like these cars on straights are a lot faster. And if that's the case, even if I do get good at these corners, I'm probably not going to be able to catch up. Plus, it gives me less margin for error if I'm in a car that's a lot lower performance. No, I'm not doing too bad. Like, the fact I can still see the cars ahead of me. Yeah, look at that. Look at that fucking... I'm actually aware that one of the modern problems with Gran Turismo 7 is that they didn't originally have any of their original courses, and when they've brought them back, they've taken out a lot of the fun stuff like that. Because they're more, their priority is more like the sport FIA mode, sorry. Which I have, okay, I gotta remember, I was gonna talk about what other Gran Turismo stuff I have played, and... that's skipping ahead a bit. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna use this car. No, I'm going to do a bit more this track just because I want to kind of learn the layout a little bit better. Plus, I'm curious like what spot I can get. At least this car doesn't seem to spin out easy, which I'm a fan of. Yeah, you can... God, you could save so much time doing that corner like that way. Okay, yeah, these are going to be very high-end cars. I'm still shocked I'm actually able to kind of keep pace with some of these, though. Especially for how poorly I'm driving. Okay, no, I should have put the brakes on there. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we spun out. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're in a good car at the moment. Might need tweaking, but that red pink thing, that's... Yeah. Alright, well that was a good like practice, just kind of get back into that course. I'm not sure if this car can be tuned, that's the thing. I think if I what's the quickest way of seeing that? I think it's here. I think we'll either end up using the drag. Oh yeah, it's here. Is it here? No, it's not here. It's in this bit. I think. Oh, okay. So it actually isn't fully modded up. I think. I think I'm going to change cars, though. Because the ones we have... are way above that. Suspension, gearbox, racing modification. Alright. God, the music in this is so classic. I still love it to this day. Alright, let's have another go. See how we do this guy. Ah. Okay, well, we can change tyres, so we'll do that. Oh, okay, so we might need to mod this car up as well. Because it actually is using, like, lower spec parts. Which is weird, considering it's a fucking drag car. But okay. The thing is, I imagine that, that the events that do give out prize cars that would be this level. Okay, yeah. I don't think this was the car to use, actually. No. Nope. Not that one. Yeah, it goes well in a straight line, but that's it. I think the only reason that car's actually even in the game is because there does seem to, based on like earlier versions or demos and files left in the demos, that there was going to be like an actual drag racing mode, kind of like there's the normal racing and then there's the rally mode. Okay, what parts we got in this? Okay. Let me see if I actually have to buy the tyres for this. Actually don't... Oh no, this is a Japanese car, isn't it? Again, even though this is a car made for Pikes Peak, like, rally stuff, from what I understand, this car is actually good enough to do the races. Let's see. Oh, okay, so technically it already has all the tyres. Let's check some of the other stuff here. Okay, yeah, nothing there. Let's look at the brake kits. Yeah, nothing there. Yeah, nothing there. I think this car might be fully tuned already, but let's just double check. Okay, I'm getting the feeling we're probably fine. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say this is tuned already. Okay, let's just give it a try. Nope, that's the wrong. Worst come to worst, we'll look into what events give better prize cars for the championship here. Yeah, I think for this we're fine with going with super softs because the lap amounts. But we'll see, we'll see. I think it's only once you do endurance race stuff where you really have to worry about, like, okay, are you going to go with harder tires? And because I believe there is tire wear mechanics in this game. Oh yeah, look at this thing. Oh god, I'm actually having trouble seeing over the fucking the wing and the rear wing there. 'Cause it's so big. If you're thinking of the wheelie glitch you can do with the Pikes Peak Escudo, that's not this game. That's GT3. But I am aware of that. It's a bug where you can like modify. You can change like differential and some other stuff to make the car wheelie. And because of the way the engine works, it thinks the car's flipping. So it constantly applies force to try and keep it from going upside down, which causes the car to like infinitely accelerate because there's no cap on how much force can be applied to stop cars from flipping in that game. Okay, I guess it's one of the cars where like you can't put sports parts onto it. But even without those parts, I think it's like all custom parts anyway, and maybe that's what it is. But yeah, okay, so 5 laps. So that's kind of in line with the other championships I've done. Oh. I don't know if this is maybe cheesing, picking this car. But hey, I must have earned it somehow. I didn't buy it, I'm pretty sure. Not like I was back then in the year 2000 or whenever I played this, being a little kid and being like, oh, I love the Pikes Peak climb. Oh, I'm picked my favourite Pikes Peak climb car. Alright, so what is my history with Gran Turismo beyond Gran Turismo 2? We'll talk about that while we're doing this race, because it kind of helps. If I concentrate too much, I overthink things. So, yeah, I didn't play any of the PlayStation 2 ones when they were current. I've messed with them in the last year, but I plan on doing, like, proper playthroughs on stream once I have something to help set up my racing wheel a bit better. But I didn't play those. I did mess around with the... And this is a really obscure one. This might be a game that some people aren't even aware of. Gran Turismo HD Concept. Or Concept HD. But it was basically a demo they put out, like, really early in the PlayStation 3 lifecycle. This is not Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. This is an even earlier release. And I forget if it was, like, Japan only? I don't think it is, but I have it. You can't actually add it to your account anymore, so if you've never downloaded it in the first place, you're shit out of luck now. But I did mess with that, and I think I did mess with Gran Turismo 5 Prologue. I don't think I ever owned it at the time, but I think I borrowed a copy. Fun fact about that game, if you want to play it these days, that game did all of its patches and updates not via the PlayStation 3 UI. It did it from inside the game. It had its own patcher, but because of that, you can't download the last update they released. If you want the like spec-free update, you can't download it anymore. But if you buy the platinum/greatest hits version of Gran Turismo 5 Prologue, it just has all the update data on the disc, so you're fine. Obviously, any of the online stuff you still can't access, but it's just fascinating. I think the world of retail games, like retail reprints that are patched, I think is highly undocumented and not like well known about. And I kind of want to help kind of push something forward there. Oh god, this car on straights, yeah, also loves to go. But I actually did play a little bit of Gran Turismo 5 when it first came out. I don't know if it was like the day it came out. I think it was kind of around when it came out though. So like maybe within the first few months, my now brother-in-law had it on PlayStation 3, and I do remember trying it a little bit. But I think, again, I think I played it at launch, and I think it later down the line got better. I do remember following the coverage of it though, and just kind of like hearing about all the issues it had. You know, the whole premium car versus standard car issue. Some of the stuff with like car damage was supposed to be in the game, and it turns out it was, but it was tied to your like in-game level. So the higher level you had, the more visible car damage was. And some kind of like changes to the progression. Now, from what I understand nowadays, it's more highly regarded, because I just think the launch version was really rough. And then I did not play a Gran Turismo game again until last year, where I decided to buy a copy of Gran Turismo Sport off of eBay for like £5 to £10 or something. Mainly because I was always considering it. I have an Xbox One wheel, like steering wheel controller and stuff. I mainly got because I wanted to use it on PC, but I knew I had the Forza Horizon games on Xbox One. So I was like, well, I should get Xbox One wheel then. Especially because, like, I think at the time, I don't think Gran Turismo 7 had come out yet. Or if it had, it was already being received, like, pretty negatively. So, and there, look at that, we run. So, but I do now have a Brooks converter thing, and that's why I got it, just to kind of, like, test it out. And I messed with that one, and it's an interesting thing, because I obviously played it within its like last year of like online service support, so it's had all the updates now. So it's definitely like, yeah, this seems like half a Gran Turismo game, but it actually didn't seem that bad. And I've even heard people say nowadays, it's like, yeah, no, GT Sport is probably like more authentic than 7 is, unfortunately. I've watched a lot of like breakdowns and kind of people talking about the issues with Gran Turismo 7, so I'm not the one to ask, because I don't have any actual hands-on experience. Ruffle Waffle, that's his actual YouTube account name, but he's the YouTube channel that's done like really huge deep dives on the issues with that game. So I would look to him to kind of get an idea of what's going on with that. And I think some of the stuff I've been watching about that is some of the inspiration for me to check out the old ones I missed. Considering that, you know, the people who are up on the current stuff are still saying, like, no, these games are the peak. Hang on a sec. Gotta keep hydrated. Yeah, that car, even though again it's a rally car intended for like one very specific uphill dirt race, it does very well here. It has really good grip and really good acceleration. So even though it probably doesn't have all sports parts, it's actually standing up to these other cars pretty well. Let's see how we do on the dreaded Laguna Seca though. Granted, if we do come lower down the podium, that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to lose the championship, because it's, you know, it's points over multiple races. You might not be able to hear the music much, but I do have it turned down a little bit, and that's actually for the better, because it is some licensed music, so we will hopefully avoid issues with, like, VODs getting muted or anything like that. That fucking reminds me, by the way. It's a minor thing. It doesn't really impact me at all, because my YouTube video on demand channel is pretty much for archival reasons. It's to give people a good place to, like, watch old streams, because Twitch is not always the best for that. But, you know, it's also exposed me to, like, how games have to deal with content ID and what gets flagged by who. For example, I've dealt with record labels or companies that represent multiple groups have claimed, and I think they might even technically run ads on my Dark Souls streams, because they represent some guy on YouTube that made a metal cover of a boss theme. And it's like, look, this is a channel that gets... randomly you could get like hundreds of views, but it's, you know, it's not a huge channel. It's just there to give people a way to watch the old streams. I don't want to risk the channel getting fucking shut down when it's tiny, just because, like, I don't want someone's ads running on the video. But they don't have a right to claim it. They're not Namco Bandai. Because in that situation, they're the ones who own Dark Souls. They're the only ones who should be able to claim it. But also, you know, we're in this fucking day and age of, you know, like, playing video games, creating content around them, and the way you play video games is, like, a viable career. It seems really cheap for them to be like, oh, now fucking this publisher who did not even make the fucking music, not the composer. If it was the composers, I would feel a bit different. But the fucking publisher is like, oh, we're going to take a cut from this fucking YouTube video that's going to get, like, hundreds of views. Because, and what's even more annoying is they don't claim it for, like, every song in the game. They usually only flag, like, one song. It's like, oh, it's just the song in this one boss fight in, like, a 20-part series. It's weird. Okay, I'm kind of feeling like I might have picked a really overpowered car for this. But this is me. I'm probably going to fuck this up still. But I mention it because it turns out the VOD for Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown also had this happen. But weirdly enough, what got copyrighted was not the music from the game. It was the melody of the music from the game. And only, like, one song for a minute. It's just weird. And I'm pretty sure it was, like, automatically detected, but it's like... And for all I know, because the problem is with those copyright claims is that they don't actually say who's claiming it. They're just like, oh, this is BMG on behalf of BMG Limited Esquire Prefecture .76D/9 version 2.0. It's like, that means fucking nothing. It's always abbreviated things. It's always, oh, we're a collective group that represents multiple record labels and complicated shit like that. So sometimes finding out that it's like, oh, okay, this video was copyrighted because this specific musician YouTuber has, like, a cover in the content ID system takes, like, some detective work. So I don't even know if Ubisoft are the ones who put the game's music in the content ID system or not. Or if it's because someone fucking, like, covered the music and that's what's being claimed. Oh, look at that. I fucking took the corkscrew without going off the track. I don't know if you're ever going to see that again, chat. That might be it. Alright, I can see there are messages in the chat from you, Demon, but oh, never mind. God, at least I don't spin out with this car. Makes sense. It's a high performance, like, off-road rally-esque car, so. But you know, I don't have dirt tires on it, so that's probably gonna affect things a bit. Okay. But I'm just gonna, because it's Laguna Seca, I'm just gonna try and focus in on it. But yeah, oh god, it's just this car has like, the acceleration on it is nuts. So even if I do the corners like kind of rubbish, as soon as I get to like a straight for more than a second, I'm just zooming off. I feel like maybe if I had tuned it enough, the Supra, the Castro Supra, I probably could have used that instead. But I think it, well, unless it couldn't be tuned, I'd have to check. I will check that just because I'm curious. There we go. Probably didn't take that corner great, but... Oh, okay. Doomspit says, I've been waiting for car damage since the very first game. It was great on one of the Toka or Colin McRae rallies. I know in the PS2 era, World Championship Rally and the Colin McRae Rally did car damage amazing. They were like so ahead of the curve on that. And I don't know why when it comes to rally, car manufacturers are fine with their cars being destroyed, but when it comes to Gran Turismo, they suddenly don't want it to happen. Just accepted they weren't going to include it. Again, it's funny because they did do it like in 5, and I think it carried over to 6, maybe. I'd have to double check if it's in GT6 actually. Car damage. And yeah, if you get to like level 100 in GT5, I remember seeing a screenshot of it. The car damage you could get was nuts. It was stuff like, if you've seen those like videos of like how crazy the car damage stuff is in Grand Theft Auto 4, it looks like that. It's like, yeah, you can have like a fucking giant V shape in the front of the car and stuff like that. Yeah, it is in 5, but it's tied to your level. So the lower level you are, the less damage you see. You don't start seeing like really obvious deform and scraps and stuff like that until you get to like the higher end levels. It's very strange. I don't know why it's handled that way. And that can be done offline. Yeah, it's in the offline mode. But it's specifically tied to player level, so you have to, like... you won't start seeing it until you're, like, dozens of hours into the game. I specifically remember that, because people, like... You know, a lot of the reviews were complaining because Polyphony said, oh, yeah, we're doing car damage. And then everyone, like, played it. And they're like, well, where is it? And then it turns out, like, oh, yeah, the reason why no one's seeing it is because you have to, like... You have to grind in the game to get to, like, the highest levels, which I think, like, even if you did you got to the final championship, you still wouldn't even be near the level 100s and stuff like that. It's very strange. But I don't remember if they did include it in Gran Turismo 6. They might not have, just because Gran Turismo 6 has, like, over 1,000 cars. If you could get... Well, no, that's the thing. It's Gran Turismo 5's on PlayStation 3. And there's no backwards compatibility on PlayStation 4 or 5 for free, unless you're using the whole PlayStation Now streaming service. And you're not going to get Gran Turismo 5 and 6 on there because of the licensed cars. Those are going to be long gone. Obviously, you could get a PS3 copy for quite cheap, though. I will note, I probably can't give the details here because it just to be careful. Though you can get the patches for Gran Turismo 5. Thankfully for Gran Turismo 5, they stopped doing their updates in-game. They just did them through PlayStation Network instead. Any of the DLC That's all gone. Even if it was for like original content, like tracks, like non-licensed tracks, for some reason they took all the DLC down. However, there's a way to edit a save file and just tick that yes, you have the DLC. Like, all you have to do is like start the game and like buy a car, and then you can use that save file in a save manager, and you can just tick like, oh, which DLC do I want tied to the account. Now granted, the stuff that is in there, I'm pretty sure was all in Gran Turismo 6, and Gran Turismo 6 actually didn't have any paid DLC. That it was all done free. But I think, like, for example, the extra tracks that were DLC tracks in 5, I think were in GT6 for free. But obviously, if you want to experience those in 5, the only way to do that now is with the save modding tools. Plus, there's also what's it called? Oh yeah, Gran Turismo 5 Master Mod or Master Edition. It's a fan mod that unlocks a lot of the hidden and locked content on the disc. For example, there are like almost all of the tracks from Gran Turismo 4 are on the disc, and most of them are playable. There's a couple that aren't, but there's a lot of like old tracks that obviously they're still using the PlayStation 2 assets and models and all that, but they're totally playable. And it also opens up some like debug features. I think it restores like some of the online functionality. Like the original game had a daily like, oh, you'd get a reward for like logging on each day. They restored that without you even having to be online, apparently, I think. No, I don't currently have a homebrewed PlayStation 3 that would let me play it on there, but you can play it on the PlayStation 3 emulator. Also, yeah, I'm starting to think that this car has fucking trivialized this final event. Because I'm so far ahead. And I'm doing okay. Talking is definitely helping. It's actually like... It's kind of putting me in this like Zen mode. But also, you don't have to race that clean. Like, I still can't even see the cars behind me. It's nuts. I might... Okay. Look, considering this is looking like I am just going to win this championship, we might do some other championships with, like, out using this car. I guess I was assuming that the other cars in this race were going to be kind of, like, close to this level. But yeah, even though this car is, like, not meant for the really high-end cars that are in this event, it's just so powerful that it's... But also just, yeah, like the grip is good enough that, yeah, I was not doing very clean there and I was able to recover. I'd probably have to be playing really bad to actually spin the car out. Like, that's me playing really bad then, I was still able to recover. There they are. It's just that Supra was a bit too underpowered, and I don't think I could have improved the stats on it. I think any of the prize car I've won that are like race modified, I think are usually just capped out. It's a shame that like none of the cars from the regional championships were really competitive for this event. There we go. Oh, Demonspit says, Dan, PlayStation site is only showing Gran Turismo 7. Was hoping there was a thing where I could download and play. Yeah. So straight up, when it comes to PlayStation 3 games, they do not emulate on the hardware. Those are played via a cloud system where they're running remotely and you're just watching a video feed. And unfortunately, because of licensing, you're not going to get any racing games that use licensed cars on that service, because they don't keep the licenses up for them. Okay, yeah, we've really breezed through this this event with this car. I kind of feel bad now. Okay, we've got two races left though, so maybe not. We'll see. Oh yeah, Devil May Cry HD Collection actually was ported to PS4, so that's. But you cannot. There are some PS2 emulated stuff on there as well. Okay, this one I did play recently. Yeah, just look at it out the starting block. That's the reason why the other cars are not keeping up with me, is because the acceleration is crazy on this. So if I'm like not doing the corners very well, as soon as there's a slight straight, I'm fast as fuck, boy. Oh. So I don't know why I hit the camera change button. I have messed with Gran Turismo 3 offline a bit, and I have played this course there. Like this one, Seattle, I think Trial Mountain? I'd have to look again. So I talked about it a little bit, but I'll just bring it up here again, just because it's good to... Whoa. Okay, calm down there, mister. The thing is, I think there is, like, not visual damage, but I think there is, like, damage simulation. So I think if you do drive like that too much, you can actually make the car drive worse. I'm not sure, though. But it's in the options of, like, oh, do you want damage sim on or not? But I don't think you can turn that off for the sim mode. So, for Gran Turismo 3 and onwards, I actually want to do them with the racing wheels I have. I got like way too deep into racing wheels like a couple of years ago after I got the Xbox One wheel, which like I said, I mainly got for Forza Horizon, but I also mainly got it for PC, especially for Euro Truck Sim. I love using the wheels for Euro Truck and American Truck. Like, that's... If anyone's ever got the argument of, like, no, racing games don't. Like, they're not more fun with a racing wheel controller. I would say that, like, just as a video game, like, Euro Truck and American Truck are more fun. Because there's no other control scheme that can really emulate that granular feel of having to, like, rotate a wheel around, like, 450 degrees each way. Like, it's 900 total, but you know, it's like 450 left and right. Yeah, no, this car is just crazy. I'm actually trying to not be too fast now, because I'm starting to feel bad about it. Let's see if we can actually, like, take some corners cleaner, though. Instead of taking them, like, really fast, like I'm doing. But the problem I have currently... So, I do have 2 PlayStation 2 compatible racing wheels. But I don't have an actual proper racing wheel mount for the controller, pedal, and stick shift. That's on the later model I have. So my current option is just mounting them to my desk. And that's like fine casually, but for streaming the games, that causes a couple of different problems. Now, the first issue is these are force feedback wheels, and you want, like, you know, you want the force feedback because it's emulating like the actual feel of the car and like fighting against the wheels and turning and things like that. So you can't, if you turn it off, you're missing out on a lot of that. And having force feedback go through the desk that you have both your mic mounted to and your monitors on, as well as your camera, kind of a huge problem. So I think ideally, God, I've really got to stop taking that corner like that. It's just disgusting. Oh, there they are. Well, yeah, see, once I get onto this straight... Oh, there we go. That was good. That was good. I don't remember if any of the cheating cars show up in the Grand Championship. If they do, I don't feel as bad about taking the scooter. Granted, there's no horsepower limit on this event, but if there are any cars that are like tuned higher than they're supposed to go, then I won't feel bad about using the Pikes Peak Scudo. So yeah, so if you have a wheel that has force feedback, or even if you're just controlling it, the problem then ends up is that sound carries through the desk. So first the mic will pick up all the different shakes and things like that. Okay, that was a little messy. Oh hey, welcome to the stream, Tume. Oh god. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, okay. No, thanks for handing out, Demon. I know you got things going on most days, so I just appreciate anyone who hands out. Alright, let's concentrate a bit again. Because I keep just going head first into these walls at the 90-degree turns. So yeah, if I streamed with the wheels mounted to the desk, I both have the issue of the mic picking up the force feedback or any of my movements, but also my camera wobbling constantly. Now, the camera wobbling, I might have a solution for. Because I do have I have a second mount that I use for a light and for like a desk cam, and I could just have that camera pointed forward and not attached to the desk because then it wouldn't vibrate. But the problem is as well though, and I need to talk to my friend who has my like stand-in mic stand, is I kind of want to have a camera set up here that would look at the wheel as well. And I don't have the stuff for that yet. So that's another reason why I would want like the separate mount and stuff. And also, you know, we'll go a bit behind the bag, as it were. I don't know how playable playing with all this stuff is going to be. And I have a plan to rectify that. So we'll look into that. Alright. Midfield Raceway. This is the final race of this championship. Well, these are how I emote. When you're a baghead, you can't just like have a normal face. So I need a way to kind of, you know, trick people into thinking I'm like alive and human and shit. So this is my only option. Okay, I think I've played on this track recently. Okay. For this final race, I'm going to try and not get ahead of the pack too much. I'm going to try and, like, stay with them. Because I think even if I came, like, low end, I think I've kind of won the championship already. Because I got first, like, every time. But yeah, this is an example. Like, you'll see it already. I'm, like, catching up on the straight there. Especially once you start slipstreaming. Oh. Oh, we're rubbing and racing. But yeah, as soon as I accelerate on a straight like that. Oh. Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to good sportsmanship here a bit. Not just ram the cars to win. But yeah, see, if I just accelerated straight here, I would overtake so quickly. You can already see it a bit. Also, I think the braking on this car is like powerful enough that I don't even have to brake as early as everyone else is doing. Okay, why not race with a slower car? That is a good question. Oh. Problem is that the other cars I had were so slow that I wasn't even able to, like, catch up in the straights. And I don't have a lot of in-game money that I think could have brought one of the other cars that are in line with these ones. But also, I guess I didn't assume I was that very good at the game because I kept spinning out when I was playing offline. Okay, the AI is actually trying a bit harder here. So this final this final race is a little competitive. The closest I had to this was the Castrol Supra. But that was still like in the 600 horsepower range. I probably would have needed something like 700, 800. And I think I only had like 200k, which probably would not have been enough to get a car in that field. And to be frank, I also don't know what events give those types of cars as prize cars either. I'd have to do research into that. Oh. I'm kind of surprised how good this Pikes Peak car is off-road. Like, just putting road tires on it was like enough to make it fit in here. Alright, here we go. Yeah. Oh. Okay, well that was bad. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get, like, by the standards, you know, at the time we didn't know better, but yeah, like, a lot of some of the realism is not there with certain cars. So yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I remember this car's in GT3. Though, funny enough, because of a glitch, it is both more realistic and also more broken. But that's less the car's fault, and it's more how the devs handle the whole, like, oh, you're not allowed to flip cars over thing. There's like an oversight in how that's programmed. I'm surprised they fell hard the facts. Heck, there are cars, like, up until, I think, GT7, or even still, that have had the wrong horsepower. I think it was either a video by Matt J or Ruffle Waffle, but it was about infamous cars, so I think it was the Ruffle Waffle one. But there's one car that they've had the horsepower incorrectly 300 horsepower above its actual horsepower. And the problem with that is that even though, like, it makes the car faster, because it's not built the same as the cars in that kind of power range, it's actually terrible. Because it weighs too much and it's not built for those speeds. And it was like, every time the car returned, it was with those wrong specs, and it's been like that for decades. Polyphony, they're goofy little guys at times. with the things they get wrong. There's also stuff about like an LM car and stuff being mislabeled. Yeah, we still ended up 4 seconds ahead there at the end. That's kind of nuts. I still, this save file, I've said it a couple of times, but I still don't know a lot about this old save file of mine. Like, most of my memories of it are just completely gone. I don't even know where I got this car from. I don't think I brought it. There must have just been one event I won randomly that gave it out. And, yeah, it just dominated. Alright. So is that it? Yeah, moolah. Yeah. Give it. A new car! Let's see if this actually is gonna unlock the credits or not. If this counts as like the final ending or not. Like I said, I imagine it is, but I probably should have double checked what unlocks credits or ending movie. If it's not this, then it's going to be one of the races in the special events. Yay! You are the world champion. Check your bonus items on arcade mode disc. Let's see. What's going on? I can hear the the console's track changing. Okay. You know what then? I'm gonna have to look that up. I thought that would have been it. Gran Turismo 2 ending movie. No, I don't want your fucking cookies. Okay. It won't... Oh, okay. The ending credits won't roll immediately once completing a champion and ship the message, congratulations, you are the world champion in orange text, and check your bonus items will appear. As a result, the ending sequence is available to see in the arcade mode disc. Weird. Okay. Alright, well at least I know now. What's going on? Who's pinning? Oh. Yeah. Well, it said it was a bonus item. It didn't say what the bonus item was. But let's check out what my car is. This new car we got. Okay. We might actually check out some other events. Oh, no, this is a cool car. Let's see if, they didn't write anything about it. Okay, well, we will look at that. But I'm curious if I might look up the prize car thing. But I'll just show it then. So yeah, that's the whole GT League finished. I really wish I did have a car that had been a little less overpowered. So, but I'll try and make up for it here. We'll find a special event. What I might do then is I might do one of these. But I'm actually curious. Yeah, it said arcade mode disc, but it didn't say what bonus was unlocked. And I don't know what's in the bonus menu. For all I knew, it was just extra cars that I'd unlocked for the arcade mode. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright. Gran 2 prize cars list. Let's see if I can find it again. Is this the site that I found? Yes. Okay, let's see. Okay, so yeah, we've got the All-Star events. And then we've got the GT 500. We might do the GT 500 as like the kind of final thing. The ending movie was unlocked. It said that? Fair enough, I'll take your word for it, because I did not see that text on screen. I just saw that there was a bonus item. Okay, what are the requirements for this? Oh, okay, no requirements. God, why do they fucking always put Laguna Seca in these? Alright, yeah, we'll do this championship. We'll see if the car I won there is competitive. We'll get a random car. Let's see. It's a bit weird that the like tune racing cars don't have they still say normal in the parts. But what a... Oh yeah, I forgot these are like rolling starts, but they don't show you the rolling start. They just fucking jump. They just fucking jump scare you. Okay, yeah. See, a car this power level is probably what I probably should have used for that final league. I just didn't have anything in this range. Oh, God, this Fat Boy Slim's on again. Oh yeah, yeah. The stuff about memory's a good point. Oh, yep, that's Laguna Seca. Me playing on Laguna Seca, all right. Okay, I should be able to catch up if I'm just take it seriously this time. Can't just kind of Scudo Pikes Peak my way through every event. And mainly, I completely forgot that the opening movie was arcade disc only. Because I've not played this game regularly since the early 2000s, probably. I still don't understand it when I think to younger self, like why a younger version of me sold whatever copy I had of this. But you know, you're young, you don't have money, games are expensive. Sadly, games are still expensive. No, at least you have options for like lower budget things now that aren't like crap. You can support smaller devs out there and you know, not spend fucking $70 or more on a fucking like new game that's also like, oh, and get the season pass and your battle pass and shit up my ass. Wasn't smooth, but you know what, I'm rather take the turn that way than spin out. So I was always kind of surprised, considering how used I had gotten to PlayStation 1 games being multiple disc. It always surprised me how few PlayStation 2 games did that. And especially with Gran Turismo, I was always figured that was going to happen with Gran Turismo again. But Gran Turismo 4 is a dual layer disc, so I know it's like, that's kind of how they got around it. That's probably the reason why you didn't get like double disc games anymore, is the dual layer stuff. They're able to like store more memory that way. Oh, okay. Because I think I only know of like 2 or 3 multi-disc PlayStation 2 games, and one of them does not need to be multi-disc game. The one that I have in my collection is Devil May Cry 2. It 100% does not need to be on multiple discs. It was entirely a marketing thing to make people think that the game was like huge, that it was going to have like so much content. And I know Star Oceans Till the End of Time is multi-disc, because I remember my official PlayStation 2 magazine was like selling it. They were like really pushing, oh, it's one of the like early PlayStation, it's one of the few PlayStation 2 games that's like so big it needs multiple discs. And I know one of the Onimusha games has 2 discs. I'm not going to count bonus discs, stuff like the Silent Hill 2 that came with the making of documentary, or Gran Turismo 4 prologue with the DVD with it. Yeah, now that's now we're racing. I guess you could maybe count Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence, but it feels weird to count that because, again, like, the extra discs are mostly for movie files. Like, the third disc only has the like, movie version of the game that you can watch. I guess the second disc does have the online mode in it, as well as, I think Snake vs. Monkey is on the second disc. Yeah, well, I'll count that one then. I wonder what the other ones are. I assume there's probably a couple more multiple disc games where the other discs aren't just like DVDs that you could put into a DVD player. I know some of the releases of Metal Gear Solid 2 also have like other discs, but they're like the document of Metal Gear Solid 2. They're not really game discs. I'm talking like specifically the game is split between discs, you know? Okay, yeah. Heck, even this car's having like trouble keeping up. And granted, I'm not racing very well. I'm not racing clean. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I think I'd have to race like very clean to have caught up. But we're just doing this final championship for fun. I'm not gonna restart. We're just gonna see how well I can do without restarting. 2 points. Excuse me, I've been nattering too much. There we go, a little bit extra cash. Oh, excuse me. Hold on, let me have some more water. Whew. Oh, that's much better. Which one is Super Speedway? Let me remember. It's been a while. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this one. I don't think I've raced on this one in a while on GT2. Oh, there's the Castro we won earlier. This reminds me at some point I want to check out all the like PS2 NASCAR games, because they apparently are also like actually peak. More so than if you're just like really big in the NASCAR, they have a lot more going on for them than that. Oh, look at that. When I don't have to like take lots of different turns, I'm great. Okay, so maybe if I was just driving cleaner and it wasn't Laguna Seca, I could have caught up without, like, a higher performance car. Okay, I'm going to mention it here because this is the best course to mention it. It came up very randomly, but one of my favorite accounts on Twitter is ScrubQuotesX. It's mainly for posting, like, people getting really salty, like, upset and, like, sore losers over finding games, but they'll post other stuff as well, like real world events and sports and racing. And I think about a year or two ago, there was a guy, a NASCAR driver, who in the final lap took, like, multiple positions by riding the outside wall. We'll try and emulate it here, but instead of, like, slowing down and, like, you know, slipstreaming to pass, he instead, like, actually, like, just used the wall to take the corner without, like, slowing down as much. And then immediately afterwards, like, a couple of days or weeks later, whatever, like, governing body of NASCAR banned that move. You're not allowed to do it anymore. Which, I like, granted, I agree with their idea about the safety of it, because it is probably insanely dangerous to do in real life. But it also does come off a bit, sorely about, like, oh, this guy's... Look, this is basically what he did, is this. Like, instead of taking the inside turn, he just, like, used the wall to force his car to steer while accelerating. That's not the Castro one. Okay. Well, I have a Castro. Oh, it's not the Tom. Maybe it's the... Yeah, maybe I don't have the Tom's one. Tom's or Tums? Oh, wow. That put me... There we go. Look, now I'm second place. Okay, if I could just beat the skyline a couple of times, I could actually turn this around. Ah, different year. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely not good at keeping track of all the different year variants of cars and things like that. And funny thing is that the driver who did that cited that there was a NASCAR game on GameCube that he used to do that in, and that's why he tried it in the race. No, I think some people looked into it and they said he might have been thinking of a different game because they tried it and it didn't really work. But still, I just love that story. As someone who, like, doesn't follow professional racing at all, I still love stories like that. I think if I was to follow, like, anything, I would maybe follow Rally. Because I do really like Rally, I've just never followed it. Okay, yeah, I know that turn you can take without braking. Okay, I gotta slow down for that one a bit. Oh. Oh, okay, we're fine, we're fine. Yeah. As I said, I tend to play a lot of racing games of this style. Modern ones with racing lines on. Because I'm very bad at judging when you're supposed to brake. Especially because, you know, with different classes of cars, when you're braking is dramatically different. Okay, yeah, you know what? I just did really bad in Laguna Seca. And that's why I played so low and had trouble catching up. But again, even as a kid, I just did not like that track. And yeah, it's a skill issue. I can admit that. Great. That was also a skill issue though, so that's fine. Hey, I'll cop to it. I'm not great at these games. I could be better. That's kind of when I do have the full setup for it. That's kind of what I want the journey of going through the Gran Turismo games to be. Is I want to actually try and learn how to play them properly, especially, you know, using like a full wheel. Because definitely playing with a controller, you realize that you play these games in a very unrealistic way, where you can go from full steering left to full steering right in an unrealistic amount of time. You know, in real life, you can't turn a wheel like full direction in a split second. It takes a lot of effort. Oh, super clean, but not too bad. Okay, here's where I've got to be careful again. Okay. Not too bad. Granted, when you're using analog controller, I know that they do kind of simulate wheel spin, that they won't immediately turn as fast as... You know, it's not one-to-one with the wheel direction, it's more momentum-based. But the first time I tried my Xbox One wheel with Forza, I noticed that I had a lot more trouble course correcting, even with all the assists on. Especially in Forza Horizon, like I was doing this, and then each turn would get wider and wider. I was having like so much trouble straightening out the car. Well, not great, but I can recover from that. Oh, shit! That was me looking at chat there. That's on me. I should have waited till I got into a straight. I've seen there's a way to, there's some companies that make like teleprompter style ones where they you can get this mirror device that will like how real teleprompters work. It will reflect chat on your main display or in front of your web camera, so you don't have to like look at a separate monitor to see it. And God, if I had the money, I probably would get something like that. Especially because I actually can't really see out on my right eye very well. I can, but the problem is that it's not my dominant eye, so my vision is not centered properly. It's really hard to explain. But suffice to say, it's all sorts of fucked up. Oh, there we go. Okay, not too bad. Now this is the turn I really don't want to mess up. Okay. Probably should have put the brakes on for longer, but the problem is I am trying to read the cars ahead to see when they brake. But you know, I've got to judge the distance different. Okay, this is not looking good for me getting back into first place though. But at least we're only like a second behind, I think. Yes, 1:05. Yeah, no, I'm just not taking the corners smooth enough. Oh, that was good. That was good. I'm okay. I was starting to lean into that one, even though that doesn't actually help. Okay, it's dirty, but I want to win this thing. Hell yeah. Let's get dirty. Okay. I've done this course enough that I should know where the braking roughly is for this final lap without watching. Oh god, this guy's acceleration is way better than mine. I managed to block him though. Oh! 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 But not... Oh. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the wheel. Yeah, yeah. It's not like one-to-one with a wheel. Toka, surprisingly, you actually had to tilt the analog less for octo-angle. It does remind me, I forget what the name of it is. I have a PlayStation 2 game that has a control option. Here, I'll show it, I'll demonstrate it here, where you use the steering wheel by holding it up, and you turn like this by doing like circles with the stick. But I've forgotten what the name of it is. Is it Lotus Challenge? I think it's Lotus Challenge. It also has an Xbox original version, but that version's like an updated release. It has like improvements apparently. But they try and like emulate wheel control because you like rotate the stick like this instead of just flicking left and right. Oh, look at that. That's a lollicash. What? I don't know if anyone in chat knows this, but I am curious what the most expensive car in GT2 is. We probably won't get the money for this because I imagine there might be a car that's 1 million credits or higher. But I would be curious what the most expensive car to buy is in this. Luckily, we don't have to deal with any of the Gran Turismo 7 car prices. Well, we have to deal with real-world values for cars that are essentially useless to use in the game. Oh no, that was some dirty racing. Okay. I'm gonna be careful. This is probably one of the courses I'm weaker at. I've messed with it a bit in GT3, and I'm pretty bad at it there as well. Oh. Okay, not too bad. I might be able to recover from that. Oh, okay, so the Escudo is 2 million. What other cars are 2 million then? I am curious about that at least. If there are, I guess that's if there's not like one, then I guess there's multiple in the 2 million range then. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, I almost recovered there as well. Oh, there's quite a few? Alright, no worries, no worries. Okay, well, let's cut the corner here. Listen to this old school drum and bass, lo-fi, jungle stuff. I'm bad on the genres. I think that's what this is called. Oh god, yeah. The other cars are like really far ahead now. I might have thrown this championship away. I was only like 1 point ahead. Keep an eye on the splits time and see if I can actually lower them or not. Okay, so currently 5-2. It's not good. Oh, we managed it. And I know I could cut this corner if I'm careful. Oh, okay. I am making time up a bit. I do have to be careful though, because I could easily fuck this up. All right. Okay, probably slow down a bit too much there. Oh, 2 seconds. The thing is, this, I know from watching, like, some other Gran Turismo videos that this cut's quite infamous. So I can... If I could do it consistently, which I think I can, I could... Yeah, you make up so much time on that. Only a second behind. Oh, that was a bit rough. Okay, this race might literally come down to how that final cut goes. Oh. Got smacked in the butt there a bit. Yeah, I was not doing very clean there. Oh, that was good, though. That was really good. Okay, as long as I'm careful on this final little bit. I'm probably still gonna cut, though. We're just gonna... Yeah, there we go. Alright, final lap. We've got a bit of lead. Okay, here's where I... Yeah, oh! oh, thank you. Oh, that worked out. They, like, knocked me back up to speed there. I knew it was like, okay, my only option is to just completely stop accelerating, like, don't even tap the gas. The All-Star... Okay, I'll check that out. I did see the comment there about making money quick. Oh, okay. Okay, I think we... We probably don't need to. I'm gonna cut anyway. Oh. If you want quick money, then the All-Stars Red Rock Valley race is your best bet. 550k per race. Oh, yeah. Oh. Who did I watch? Again, there was a Gran Turismo YouTuber I watched who went over, like, the fastest money-making methods in each game. And, yeah, I remember hearing... Yeah, there was one where you could make, like, 500k per race. Alright. That looked so... For half that race, I was sure I was going to lose that. I'm really happy I recovered that. Alright. What's our next one? Oh, Apricot Hill. Okay. I think I remember this one. This is our final race, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I'm not too bad at this one. Ignore that. Well, either way, we had fun. Oh god, 8 seconds behind. Okay. We might be okay. Again, I know you can cut corners in these games very cheaply. That was really my bad. I just was like not paying attention to where where you would need to brake for that corner at all. Okay, I don't know if there is rubber banding, but it does feel like if you get a bit too far behind, you can recover. That, or I'm playing smarter when I realise I've like fucked up. Oh god, look, even the AI fucking cut. Look at them. I saw that game. You ain't fooling me. Okay, they do keep up with me on the straights though, so. I think this was Matt J, the YouTuber that covered like the AI in Gran Turismo 2. There are certain turns with certain cars that they just fail at like half the time. So like even some of the events where they put like over-tuned, like impossibly tuned cars into them, you can still win just because like certain cars will get to a turn and they'll just completely fail to understand how to take it. That was dirty. That was that made me disgusted. Can't believe it. That's sickening. I think we'll probably we'll look at whatever we win from this, and then we'll probably go to the arcade disc, watch the ending, and then maybe check out some tracks that didn't come up in the finals here, because I know there are some tracks that are like barely used in the game but are there. I know there's the really small one that only like a couple of cars are allowed on, but there's some others that I heard are like barely used in the GT mode. I can't remember the names of them. Break. Oh. Okay, we went off road there a little bit, but we're fine. Cutting here because I lost so much speed on that last turn. I'm trying to think now while we're in this last 2 laps, what other racing games I played a lot of on PlayStation 1. I was definitely into Destruction Derby quite a lot, which makes me sad that I don't currently have any Destruction Derby games. I don't know if I ever owned any. I might have only ever rented them. I'd really like to get a copy of Destruction Derby Raw specifically. I think I must have rented it. The sad thing is, because of, you know, money and stuff, like most of my experience with games back then was more through demo discs than buying games. Like there are some games I did buy where I have more playtime on the demo than I do at the final game. Because it's like, well, I don't have anything else. I don't have this game. I'll just play this demo. And it's wild when you're at that age that demos can hold your, you know, they can still entertain you even after like playing them dozens of times. I didn't get into Wipeout until later. I didn't get into Wipeout until the PS3, funny enough. I definitely played Firebugs, which is a really late PAL-only racing game that's made by the Roll Cage devs, which is a very obscure pull. Maybe me saying Roll Cage is like, most people aren't going to know what that is. But it's a racing series made by a developer called Attention to Detail. And the main gimmick is it's not anti-gravity racing like Wipeout or F-Zero, but it's kind of in the same vicinity because it goes for like futuristic, like over-the-top fast cars. But the gimmick there is that they're, I think there's probably a name for them. The RC cars where they're like, the wheels are bigger than the body, so they can like flip upside down and still work. Oh god, I realised I was not braking for that corner at all. But the roll cage games use cars that, yeah, they could flip and still go forward. And Firebugs was like a PAL only, like really late PlayStation 1 follow-up. I think it came out in like 2002, 2003. So no wonder it was PAL only. I played a lot of that one. And I think I played a decent chunk of Lego Racers 1, which was a kart racer. But I don't think I ever owned the full game of that either. I might have only rented it. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so I think I might already have won this. Because I think... Yeah, it's like 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. I think as long as I don't get last on this final race... Or is this the final race? If this was the final race, then we're definitely good. I wasn't keeping track. Yeah, give it... Oh yeah, that was the final race. Hell yeah. I'm really glad I did this extra championship because I feel like I kind of redeemed myself after cheating a bit with the Escudo. New car. All right, we're definitely saving after that. The only other thing probably would be doing an endurance race, and I don't think I want to do an endurance race right now. But I will check out what car we got. Because I imagine it's going to be a good one. I legitimately thought I was going to be stuck on doing the championships for longer, because when I was doing... I'll show it quickly. Oh, no, it was in the special league. When I was doing the 300 championship here, this took me a couple of hours. I was really struggling with this. Where, because these first two, Grand Valley and East Course and Sega, were like some of my worst courses. So I was already getting like so low place in those first two races, I was having to just like restart from the beginning like over and over again. But I think that's all the championships in this. Obviously we've got, you know, specific races that have just cars at the end. All-Star Series are open for entries. And yeah, this is the one you mentioned, the Red Rock Valley, that gives the most money. I think it's because the car you get from it sells for like 500. But let's check the car we won. Arta GTR GTJ. I don't know this one. Let's have a look. Oh, that's a cool one. Wish more of them had the info, even if it's stuff that doesn't mean anything to me. But yeah, this is probably like my third, in terms of horsepower, it's my third powerful car. Outside of the Drag 1 and the Escudo. Here, let's quickly do the, I want to do the test course. I want to see how fast this car can go. Machine test, here it is. Probably have to change tires. Yep. There we go. When I think of this speed course, it makes me think of probably my favorite. I don't know how obscure it is as a Gran Turismo discovery, but for Gran Turismo 5, there was a DLC course called Special Stage X, I think, which is a version of this speed course, but it's like way bigger. Like I think this one, like the straights are about 100 kilometers, and I think the straights on that one are like 3,000 to 4,000 or something crazy like that. Yeah, it's like Special Stage Route X or something like that. It's called. Well, it turns out that though it's not in the files, there is a alternative layout that the course has. That is like there's remnants of throughout the games. It's both like if you play the regular course, you can see parts of the infield where it was gonna like go over the course and then go through a tunnel and a big like wheel of death thing, and it's just never got added. But it's like weirdly it's been teased over the years. Like one of the car reveals, they showed like the infield like map layout, you know, like the course map. Sure, we'll save it. Was like shown off in a teaser, and they've like sometimes when games have had cars added in updates, they've used that infield course to show it off, but we don't get to play it because it's too goofy of a course because it has like a full pipe, and I guess they don't want people like trying to flip cars by going like trying to do full pipe turns and shit. It's fascinating stuff. I know there's a PC like sim racing game that has a lot of like a big modding community that's remade a lot of Gran Turismo content, and they've like a fan has like made their interpretation of what the in-course is. It would be cool if it ever gets modded into like one of the like the Gran Turismo 5 master mod, or possibly even like a Gran Turismo 6 mod someday. Alright. Well, we need to see this ending movie. So hang on, I need to move my chat monitor for a sec. We're gonna swap discs here. I'm very happy though that I can finally say I have beat Gran Turismo 2. It took 24 years, granted, with a like 20 plus year break. But I actually did do it. And I obviously can't prove it, but I have to assume that this save file is mine. Like, even though I don't really have any memory of it, I don't have any other explanation. I don't have like an older brother or a cousin that was playing racing games with me at the time. I don't recall ever like saying, hey, play on this save file, unlock some stuff for me. Just no memory of any of that. Alright, okay. I think I'll need to skip the opening movie here because it has a licensed song that is probably gonna... I think it got claimed the first time I looked at this game, so... So yeah. But yeah, we'll watch the ending movie first, and then we'll probably just mess around in arcade mode for a little bit. I'm not sure how long, but for a little bit. What is the time? Okay. Let's see, so is it bonus in here? Probably. It's probably in here. Oh yeah, here it is. Oh wow. Okay, these are the... I believe these... Are these the time trial times? I haven't unlocked any of the cars from here. Maybe we'll do this another time as well. We'll, like, unlock the arcade ending. The arcade movie ending. Here we go. I'm just gonna chill. Oh yeah. Late 90s techno. Hopefully this is not a licensed song. I know what I'm gonna do if it is. We'll just have to deal with it. There he is. Kazunori Yamuchi. Who, based on what I've read, like, not just like no one can understand how he thinks. Because he's been in charge of all these games, so he's responsible for, like, the highs and the lows of the series. Whatever, that guy's living his best life. He's competed in so many real life racing events and, like, raced with, like, had actual race partners and stuff. Yeah, get to enjoy some actual footage. Oh, there's me spinning out there. Nice. Apparently this is going to be 5 minutes. Which, even for the time, like, that's a pretty long end credits. Expect, you know, because at the time, this would have been... Oh, yeah, this is... Okay, we're going to turn this down a little bit. This is probably, like, extended mix of this, like, Dangerous Game remix. Oh, North River did the course design. Oh, that's quite a lot of people on the FM... Oh, that's quite a lot of people on the FMV design. Sorry, my throat. I guess I'm going through puberty again. Damn it, they never tell you about second puberty. They warn you about the first one, but the second one, no one tells you about. Are you even allowed to talk about it? Maybe that's the rule. Oh, but it feels good. It feels good. It kind of... I feel like I've redeemed childhood me. Because childhood me was so bad at this game. I played so much of it, but I was terrible. Like, I specifically mostly messed with the GT mode because I wanted to unlock all the courses in the arcade mode. And I grinded through the licenses. I didn't even get golds. It was hard enough completing them. But I managed to beat all of them and eventually unlock all the courses for the arcade disc. And that childhood me could not imagine I was able to actually beat the GT mode. Granted, whatever race gives you the scooter, which I'm going to look on my little thing here. Copy S. Hang on. Hike. Let me just search hike. Where is it? Oh. Peak? I guess it isn't a prize car. I must have brought it. Let me look. Let's just double check. Maybe that list is missing it. So I can't see chat right now. Prismo 2 Escudo. Okay. Yeah, it's in Gran Turismo 2. Oh, yeah. You have to buy it. So I must have brought it specifically. Why did I buy it? I wonder. God, the more and more I think about it, the more and more I feel like someone else used this save file and played. But here's the thing. I'm going to load up that disc again. I don't think the disc said I'd ever earned 2 million credits. Also great. It kicked us back to the tile screen for that. But I get to update my my profile on my video game list and mark this game as completed now. Let's see. But there's the arcade. Oh, funny. Hang on. Here's a funny thing. Okay, the first ending is available after winning races on all circuits in arcade mode. For unknown reasons, this ending is not featured in the PAL version, so I can't even get that version. Never mind, I guess. Guess they fucking needed all that extra disk space for the different, like, localizations, maybe? Oh, okay, yeah, this is where you could set up, like, analog acceleration and brake. I think that might technically work with racing wheels, though there's not any, like, GT sponsored partnered racing wheels. So maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do that in my own time. Okay, well, I could turn the game up now. Hang on. There we go. Home garage. Oh yeah, I don't think I even have the S-Class stuff unlocked here. Oh yeah, this is the car that I think this is one of the few cars that can go on, like, the tiny track. Hang on, I'll pick it. I think there's always, yeah, yellow or green. I like to go with this one. So yeah, we actually didn't see Tahiti Road. But yeah, we saw this one. I don't know if we saw No, I think we did see High Speed Rim today. No, we didn't actually, no. We saw Super Speedway. We didn't see Seattle today. We saw Rome. Oh, we definitely didn't see the Red Rock Valley. We'll check that one out in a bit. There's the longer Seattle, the longer Rome. I don't think we saw Grindelwald here. There's Laguna Seca. Apricot Hill. Yeah, we saw Trial Mountain. Yeah, we didn't see Clubman Stage Route 5. Yeah, we saw that one. And that one. Yeah, we didn't see Special Stage Route 5. We didn't see the Autumn Ring. Huh. Oh, you know what? It's in the time trial mode. Hang on. Because you can't road race on it. Hang on, is there purple? Oh yeah, we're going purple. Is it here? Grindelwald. There it is. Yeah, Motorsports Land. This is, I guess, because it's technically a kart stage. But there's no, like, karts in the game, so I think you're only allowed onto this. Though you can, with cheats, you can force races onto this course, but it doesn't, like, really work. Oh, I gotta turn analog back on. Oh god, this fucking song again. Yeah, look how fucking tiny the course map is in the bottom. I wonder if this course came back in like 5 or 6. I don't think it did, even though they actually did add kart racing to those games. Oh, you know what? There's a glitch on this course. Let me see if I remember how to do it. I kind of remember how to do it. Let's see. You have to like cut a specific corner near the end. Oh, look at that. I'm beating my lap time though. Yeah, here it is. I think you have to like do this. Yeah. I think this is it. Something like this. Is this how you do it? Yep, this is it. You see it says wrong way. If I keep going forward here. Yeah, there we go. I believe if I want to, I could just, yep, there we go. Oh, no, well, I fixed it. Alright, alright. Let's do a couple races on some of the courses we didn't see, and also do some rally. So I really liked rally in this one. Let's see. Chevrolet Corvette Coupe, Ford Mustang STV Cobra, Lotus Elite Sport, Mazda RX-7, Mitsubishi Lancer. I tended to like cars that I knew the rally ones for. Tommy Kyra. So yeah, I'll go with the Mitsubishi Lancer. Okay, let me think. What would be a cool one to see? We saw those. Now let's look at Red Rock Valley. We're not gonna look at all the courses here, but I just want to play a bit more because we beat it a lot quicker than I honestly thought we were going to. So the funny thing of playing off stream, I actually did improve at the game, even if it took me a couple of hours. 2, 1, and go! I could be wrong about this. I'm under the impression that the racing physics are slightly different in this mode. And I think that's supposed to be, that's the case in most of the games, but I could be wrong about that. Oh, I do remember as a kid, one of the cars that I did want to unlock was the mini rally car. And I don't think I ever did, because it's one of the... I think that's one of the cars that's really expensive in this game. Okay, this course is coming back to me a bit. It's a lot of these, like, really big turns. Oh, yep. Go in the tunnel. And there's a sense of speed. I don't really play racing games like this much. Yeah, look at that. As soon as I fucking swap over to that. I screw it up. Don't screw up again. Oh god, I remember this song now. It's coming back to me weirdly. Again, it's a bit quiet because I do have it turned down a little bit just because some of the stuff is copyrighted. And I just don't want to risk the VOD getting muted or anything like that. Maybe it's because the car I picked, but yeah, you can drift like a lot easier in this. In arcade. Come on. See if we can actually win this one, huh? Oh, if I do it, it's going to be close. Yep. That's the only way I was winning this one. Hell yeah. It's a fun one though. Alright, we'll probably check out one of the special stage route tracks next. Okay. Sure, why not? We'll have a red car. So yeah, we saw that. Oh, I don't know if I want to look at Grindelwald. I'm more familiar with that recently because I've played it in... I think there's a rally version of it in GT3? Or one... I think that's the case. It's something like that. Oh, this is a big car. Picked a big boy one. I forget if it's this stage or the other special stage route one in GT3 that I've played recently. I think it's this one. I think it might be Route 5. But we'll see. But yeah, outside of Rome, we didn't really see any of the like street circuits in those final championships. I guess because like the idea is like, oh, those are on like the full racetracks as opposed to the like closed off city ones. Is this the one that got turned into the fucking pod race track in concept? I think it might be. They like modified it where it uses the pit lane. Yeah, that's gonna be a weird one when we get to concept. I'd straight up never heard of concept until I started looking into GT stuff last year. I knew about 3, I knew about 4, I did not know about concept, and I didn't know about GT4 Prologue. You have to remember though, like in the mid-2000s, my only real source of gaming news was the official PlayStation 2 magazine UK. I barely had any internet access, and when I did, it's not like I knew where to find gaming news. Oh yeah, I'm probably going to have to block to win this one. Yep, there we go. But yeah, I was really shocked when I learned that Gran Turismo 4 Prologue even existed. Because I always thought that was like a GT5 thing first. Oh, that was a fun one. Hey, I think this is unlocking me stuff, so... Let me actually check in that bonus menu and see if it is unlocking things. But I think I'm going to check it like one more and then we'll probably swap over to Rally. Oh, yep. Huh. I wonder what the other tick's for. Like, why there's 2 ticks? It's probably the reverse course. Yeah, that's what it is. No, weird they don't have a reverse course of Laguna Seca, because I think there is a reverse course in some games. And then, yeah, those yellow ones are the rally ones. I wonder what cars I did unlock, though. Oh, yeah, look at that. We've started unlocking S-Class. A-Vector, Aeromotive, Corporation, M12. Okay. So, we did... Clubman, Stage Route 5. I think we did the order in this. Let's do Special Stage Route 5. And then do some rally. I think they were like... So... I gotta look into this. I'm hoping that that the official UK PlayStation 1 demo discs, I'm really hoping that they've been archived online. If they haven't, I'm gonna feel really sad that I threw all mine away. But I legitimately had nowhere to keep them. I had like absolutely no space. At the time, I was able to store the magazine somewhere, but I really should have kept the demo discs. But I'm hoping they have been archived, because it was just really interesting, because you were getting, in most of those cases, weird in development builds, and things would be different, and then people would like look on the files and they would find, oh, this has like extra content that's not in the final game, or it has extra content that's like just not accessible in the demo, and things like that. Probably the most infamous one is that there was a demo release of Crash Bash, the Crash Bandicoot like party game spin-off, and it turned out that it wasn't a demo, it was just the full game. They hadn't like figured out how to actually remove that content from the disc, so the demo just has the full game in it. And I think like with a cheat device or with a cheat code or something, you can just access it all. It might have been something where it was supposed to be locked out and they just didn't lock it out properly. But I know also some like early Gran Turismo 2 demos, that's where people have found like the cut drag mode, drag racing mode and things like that. But I think there might have been multiple SKUs of the Gran Turismo demos for Gran Turismo 2 that I used to play, because I think there might have been a demo that was like just the GT mode, where it's like, okay, it's the GT mode map, but only like a couple of dealerships are available and only like one event is available, kind of thing. But I do remember them also having like a demo that was the arcade mode, so it'd have like a little bit of the arcade mode, like a rally stage and a regular stage kind of thing. You know, this was an official PlayStation magazine. I think that's why they were able to like have more control on getting demos and like getting demos for games way after they had released, where they're like, oh hey, well, we were able to get an extra demo for this game where it has different content. Like, I think they did the thing where they got like an updated Tekken 3 demo that had different playable characters in it. But I was getting the official UK PlayStation magazine like way after the PlayStation 1 had, like, the PlayStation 2 had come out. And those later demo discs were wild, because it was a lot of just, like, well, we're just going to put, like, the best of demos. Like, oh, we're just going to put, like, all the, like, big fighting game... Yeah, I've lost this one. We're just going to put, like, all the big fighting game demos we still have and just put them on a disc. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Like I said, unless there's a demand for it, I'm not going to go through and unlock all the cars in this. Just want to do some rally. Right, Toyota Corolla rally car. The Lancer. I think this one was one of my favourites. Impreza, yep. Ford Focus rally car. Peugeot. Oh yeah, this one. Miata. Oh, there's another. Oh yeah, this one. Lot of older rally cars in here. There it is. There's the mini rally car. You know, why not? Right, Tahiti Dirt Road. Smoky Mountain South. Green Forest Roadway. Smoky Mountain North. Okay, we're not going to do the Tahiti. And we're not going to do Pikes Peak. Let's do this one. And oh, it's just past midnight. That's probably where we'll wrap up. I wonder when I did unlock this this car, because I feel like not all the rally cars are available from the start. Maybe it's tied to the license tests or something. Or I'm just bad memory. I've mentioned him a few times on the stream, but Ruffle Waffle has done a lot of like really good videos on Gran Turismo stuff. And I think one of my favorites of his I watched recently was the one covering Rally, because I actually wasn't aware of like how it's been in the series since too, and it seems like it's had like a really messy implementation, like where they kind of over the games got like further and further away from including it. To the point where it's like, oh, like there are rally cars and rally stages in the PS4 ones, but there's like, they're not used in the single player like at all. And a lot of the rally cars are being added, but there's nothing to do with them. Like they actually did add the Escudo Pikes Peak to Gran Turismo 7, but there's like nothing you would really want to use it for. Because even though Gran Turismo has the exclusive rights to Pikes Peak to put it in video games, they haven't. It literally has not been in a video game, a Gran Turismo video game since this one. So they're literally just sitting on the rights so others can't use it, which is scummy. And I'll be fair, that might not be intentional. They might have licensed it with every intent to add it. And then just like priorities have changed, or just technical issues, like who knows. Unfortunately with modern polyphony, it seems like very hard to fully read their way of thinking. Okay, I'll probably do one more rally race after this, because this being a more low powered rally car, it doesn't quite it doesn't quite feel the same as the others. Oh, well, that was bad. Let's see, can we make up the time? Oh yeah, I remember this one with all the jumps. I think that's why maybe I preferred the rally stuff, because you could have a bit more fun with it, because they actually let you take jumps in the courses. I'm curious to check out all the Rally PS2 games at some point, the ones that are like well remembered. There were demo discs that I used to play a lot, where you were freely allowed. I'm surprised they let you do this, but there were some courses where the course was like on a cliff edge, and they just fucking let you drive off the cliff. Depending on the demo, some of them would reset the car very quickly, but some of them would just let you fuck those cars up so much. But I don't think it was the Colin McRae ones that had the cliff stuff. I think it was I think it might be in the World Rally Championship games, the WRC ones. But we'll find out. Okay, I'm gonna do a different rally course. We'll take the Toyota. Yes. Let's see. I really got to think of how quick I do want to sort out that the GT3 stuff. I'm gonna be careful because I've been watching videos about Gran Turismo and it's just making me jonesing for it. Yeah, I don't remember this one very well. Let's try this one. The thing I've also got to decide with that is I have two PlayStation 2 compatible racing wheels. I have the Logitech. Oh fuck! Bad boys live. Bad boys live. I have the Logitech Driving Force Pro, which is the wheel that came out with Gran Turismo 4. And it is pretty good, but it does have some issues. The pedals are very small, a bit small. I wouldn't say very small, because actually the earlier models had even smaller pedals. But also I have like massive hobbit feet, so they seem very small to me. And though it does have a carpet gripper, it only stops it from sliding away from you. So it tends to like move to the side or move towards you during use. And the actual wheel's okay, but because the steering wheel was rubber, using them nowadays, the rubber's deteriorated a bit, so they're a little bit sticky. And the general like wheel feel is not as realistic as the later wheels that I'm more used to. But I also have the Logitech G25, which I would say is like the first generation model of what is their now modern G29 / G920, and that one's really good, but it doesn't, it has, so the main issue with that one is that the Driving Force Pro was designed for GT Gran Turismo 4 and the 900-degree turn-in. But it is able to automatically detect when being used with older games that could only do like 180 to 200, and actually locks the wheel into like a 200 mode. And the G25 can do that, however, it doesn't lock the wheel, it just kind of applies higher like resistance. Like when you hit that edge, it's trying to use the force feedback. But you can very easily steer past it, and it feels a bit rough because you're turning the wheel, and it's not turning more. So like the feedback's a bit weird on it. But also maybe like you could learn to adjust for that if you just remember like, okay, no, the wheel does not turn further than this. Plus, the buttons that like represent controller buttons aren't labeled on that controller, and most of the buttons are on the stick shift. But the actual, because it's an actual like lever wheel and it has like a dual motor force feedback system, so like the actual controlling part feels like way better. I'll have to think on that. It might even be a thing where I use the older wheel for free, and then when we get to 4, use the G25. But yeah, maybe it's because the rally's like a bit more arcadey in this. But the fact is, you know, you can kind of, you know, slide the cars around corners like this. But I always have a lot of fun with the rally mode in this. Though I've messed with the rally mode in GT4 and it's a lot harder to do that. Like if you try and do that, you'll just you actually do spin out quite a lot in that. And I've heard some people say that the Gran Turismo 3 rally handling is better. But also, like, I've only really messed with it with a wheel, so maybe it's just a lot harder to control with a racing wheel, I don't know. The only other thing, and maybe it won't be done soon, so maybe it's better just to do vanilla. So, I watched a video about it recently, and I subscribed to the YouTube channel of the user who's working on it. Someone is working on a Gran Turismo 3 mod that takes content from Gran Turismo Concept 2002 and from Gran Turismo 4 Prologue, because that's basically in the Gran Turismo 3 engine, and they're back porting it into Gran Turismo 3. The mod's going to be called Gran Turismo 3 A-Spec Concept, and not only are they just going to put the courses and the cars into GT3, they plan to actually integrate them into the GT mode as well, the sim mode, which just sounds cool. Especially because, you know, with Gran Turismo Concept being like Japan, and like specifically the version with all the most content is PAL only currently, because there is technically an NTSC release, but it's a demo where you can only access like one car. Oh, okay. I think that's gonna be it for me today. No, I'm glad. A part of me was really worried that this was going to take multiple streams, and I was just going to be stuck retrying a championship over and over again. But it's always a fun time to revisit Gran Turismo 2, and I'm glad it wasn't like a full GT mode run through, because admittedly I would have been really bad at navigating all those menus where you have to. Like, you join a race and it tells you, no, your car's not compatible, but it doesn't tell you what car is compatible. And it doesn't tell you, like, there's no, like, filter to only see dealership cars that are in this bin and all that kind of stuff. That's not until the later games. But here, let me go full screen here. But yeah, no, that was great fun. And take that, fucking childhood me. You couldn't beat Gran Turismo 2. Well, I did. You little shit. Why am I being so hard on myself? That kid doesn't deserve it. He had a hard enough time as he did. He was me, and I'm a weirdo. And no one likes kids when they're weird and strange. Oh, but I'm an adult now. Look, you can tell. You can tell I'm an adult now. Don't have to worry about it anymore. Anyway, alright, so. I just want to say at the tail end of this, I did miss my Thursday stream. I wasn't feeling great, and I apologise for that. And I didn't really say anything on Friday. But I should be back into the groove of things now. Tuesday we'll be back, I think, with... definitely with Prince of Persia Lost Crown. We've got ways more to do in that. I will mention I did do the combat training stuff off stream, so I have figured out how to do those moves that I was doing by accident, and I did get the I farmed the extra time crystals you get from those. I am glad I did that off stream, because admittedly it would have been very boring to watch me just grind through those. So next time we play, I will be buying upgrades and then heading off to like our next destinations. And then I guess at some point we're going to start playing Bully. Bully came up on the PlayStation Unplayed PlayStation 2 game wheel, the games that I want to rank. So probably start that next week. We'll either start it during the week or I'll start it Saturday. And I'm thinking probably start it Saturday. Because I don't think I'm ready to do like a kind of random event Saturday stream for next week. Heck, this I only decided to do at the beginning of the week after playing the game like offline and realizing, oh, I should beat this. So yeah, I think we'll start Bully next week. I do have to work on possibly making my content warning bot for that, because I'd say maybe it's not like the worst in terms of like some of the content aged poorly, but I mean, it's a game where you're playing as minors, and like some of the stuff you do with them, like, it's probably a bit weird. I probably will have to content warning that, and also I want to set up a content warning, because I think some people are gonna need to warning to warn them of the warning, because they're very sensitive little guys. Anyway, I think that's the only thing going on right now. I'm really trying to get my Scuff era highlight video done, and it is almost done. I just need it's gotten to the point where the actual clips, I've seen them too many times, and now I can't decide which one should stay and which one should go. There's some I look at them and I'm like, no, I know, but there's a lot of them where I'm just like, I can't discern quality anymore. I've seen it too much, I've seen myself too much, I can't. And I just need to like tighten up some of the editing of the audio and little things like that. But I do want to try and get that done very soon, and then also we can do the like Tony Hawk's free re-VOD watch. But I just gotta get something made for that. But yeah, I don't think there's anything big coming up until I get those done. But again, if you want any random updates for stuff, follow my Twitter @JohnnyBaghead. I do also have a co-host now, which I think tomorrow or Monday I'm going to try and put a post up on there. I'm going to put some of my random machinations on there or some shit, because I have a lot of weird stuff swimming up here in the bag area that I'd like to make posts about. Alright, well, yeah, let's get anything's here then. I think it's worth raiding right now. I don't even know anyone who's online right now, so I'm just going to wrap up then. Well, I've been your host, Johnny Baghead. I hope you enjoyed the show. Watching me put the pedal to the metal. Fucking cheesing that final event. I do apologize. But yeah. Take care, everyone. Toodles. Bye. Haha.